Well, right now, our focus is really in the automation space. We have
Okay.
different sides of the house. We have a discovery side, we have a ticket ITSM side of the house. But on the automation side, the side that actually does a lot of the work that needs to get done, there's a lot of tools that tell us what the work is, and there's only a few tools that actually do the work. So on that automation side, we're finding that there's a really strong response from our customers where it comes to the discovery piece and tying it to the triggers and actions that make the remediations happen. So the ability to find a problem and do all that manual work that goes into the remediation and deployment of that fix for the customer is saving a lot of time.
Right.
So we have an insurance company in the East. They went ahead and remediated over 94,000 incidents in their environment with the tool. And at first glance, 94,000 sounds like it's a lot of incidents, and it's really not. And when you're talking about in the government space, it's not a lot of incidents.
Right.
10,000 systems with 9 vulnerabilities is 90,000 incidents. How many times, when's the last time you saw a system that only had 9 vulnerabilities on it? It doesn't happen. So what it does allow them to do, though, is it allows them to not only focus on the important incidents out there, which is, I think, part of the main point of this program, is to identify what's important and address it very quickly. But because I can address these things so quickly, I can now focus on the things that are a little bit less important, that seem less important per our policies. And what that does is it helps us reduce that risk footprint inside of your network.
Right.
So one interesting statistic would be 80% of the vulnerabilities out there today have a remediation for them available on day one. But it still takes around 193 days to resolve the remediations through various reasons like that.
Sure.
A lot of that has to do with that manual effort in between there. So having 94,000 incidents resolved saved this one company over 9,000 hours of work. And the idea is they went
the automation.
by having the automation. They could put the focus on fixing all the big things, and then it broadened their time scope. They could also put emphasis on fixing those little things.
Mm-hmm.
And those little things, just to wrap this up real quick, 99% of your vulnerabilities that are affecting your network are coming from vulnerabilities that are or more than a year old. Those little things that you're ignoring, they build up. They build up and they build up, and that's what the hackers are trying to do.
Wow.
It's like a little light to them. They're saying, hey, if they didn't pay attention to this little tiny thing, they probably didn't pay attention to this bigger thing. So I'm going to focus in this area and try
Very
to case
interesting.
them and find out what's going on.
Yeah, very interesting.
So tie that automation together, address the big items, of course, get those right away. But that extra free time will now leave up more time for you to remediate those smaller items.
Wow.
Make your
Good.
system, yeah.
Well said.